For this video, I'll be discussing how to add categories to your gradebook to weight grades by category. Up to this step, I have logged into Canvas and I have selected the course that I want to work in. On the left-hand side, I have clicked the tab that says Assignments, and it's brought me to this page. Over here on the right, I'm going to hit this Add Assignment group, and I'm going to enter the categories in which I normally weight my course. So for my English 2 course, I weight vocabulary at 15% of the total grade, and it brings up a vocabulary group. I weight writing assignments at 40% of the total grade. Reading activities are 25%, and then I hit this one more time for my quarter exam, which is 20% of the total grade. And then it had this generic assignments tab at 0, so I hit this little gear icon. I'm going to delete this. So now I have the 4 categories for my course: vocabulary, writing assignments, reading, and quarter exam. If I toggle here on the left-hand column to grades, you'll see that my gradebook has now changed. I'll have the list of student name and the subtotals for the assignments: vocab, writing assignments, reading, quarter exam, total, etc. So now basically the next step is to add assignments within that category. And part of the process, again, in Canvas we don't right-click in the gradebook to add a new category. We have to go through assignments. So I'm going to go back to the course home, hit assignments, and then under each category there's this little plus button so you can add an assignment. So we're starting vocabulary unit 12, and they have to do sentences assignments. That'll be due on Friday. It's a 20-pointer when you hit save. And you notice the list here. Notice that the text is grayed out and this cloud is gray. Right now this assignment is hidden from students and hidden from your gradebook. So what you can do is in advance kind of populate all your assignments. If you are that ahead of schedule, which if you are, kudos to you, I salute you. But as you're ready to put an assignment in for students to see it, you need to publish it. So if you just click on the cloud, it turns green with this check mark, and the assignment text turns green. So we're reading Huck Finn. I'm going to add an assignment. Huck Finn, chapters 1 through 5. That'll be a quiz. This will be on Monday, and this will be 25 points. Now again, with this Huck Finn chapters 1 through 5 quiz, I need to publish it, and then my students will be able to see this. Now, most of you teach multiple sections of one course, so what we can do with an assignment is when you're creating it with this screen here, there's this More Options button, which allows you to put in a lot more information. If you'd like more directions for the students, if you'd like an image, attach a file, embed a YouTube video, you can add a lot more to the assignment here. But that's more for assignment building versus just adding this to the website, or not the website, I'm sorry, to the gradebook. What you do want to pay attention to for multiple posting is right down here, this for, and it'll show, do you want it for everyone or which section, and you can choose where it goes. So you can post it in multiple places, just like you did on Edline. You know, one assignment and multiple Edline pages. Same idea here. You can also decide whether you want the grades to display as points or percentages for the students. I think most of us do points, but that is there. You can default to how this is going to be submitted: no submission, online, on paper, external tool. It defaults to no submission, so that to me means they just turn it in or do the quiz in class. So then you would update the assignment and go back. So let's let that load. There we go. So now if I go over to my gradebook, I don't have any students here in this class. This is just a test course, but you can see the vocab unit 12 sentences are there. The Huck Finn, chapters 1 through 5 is there. And we see how many points that it's out of. I can click down on this arrow to get the assignment details, which will give me some general analytics of the average score, the high, and the low. I can set a default grade if I want to. You can also do something what's called mute assignments, and this is really important given that we're coming from a world where students didn't see their grades until you hit send to add line. Canvas operates on the different philosophy that now anytime you enter a grade, it's live for students to see. So you need to kind of decide which camp you agree with the most. If you want to have students only see their grades every 2 weeks, then what you're going to do is mute the assignment. If you select mute the assignment, then you can enter the grades, but the students can't see them. So conceivably, over a course of 2 weeks in between updates, you could put 4 or 5 assignments in, mute them, add all the grades, and then when Mike Daring sends out that update deadline email, you can go back and unmute the assignment so the student sees all of their grades. So it's just one little extra step, but shouldn't take too long. And so with that, that's just a brief introduction in how to add categories and assignments quickly in the Canvas gradebook.